All right, and welcome to another game of The Problem with Faith.
Old ones.
We're about to recap what happened in our last adventure, so we can remember. We were all deciding that Davros really wants to be
We're
closer.
timing this.
Davros wants to be closer to his god, so we're going to go ahead and just kill him.
Okay.
No, what just happened? You guys showed up at this little campsite just past the big wooden stump, and you ran into a bunch of kobolds, it seemed. But right before you get too much closer, a exact duplicate of Pock appeared, talked to Pock very familiarity, whatever, and kind of disappeared into the ground, all ominous-like. And you were attacked by a bunch of sentient plants, bushes and the like, and they caused issues. There was fire being lit. There was people being thrown around, near death everywhere. It was great fun times for everyone involved, I hope. The kobolds seemed to be actually prisoners there, and you guys came to an agreement that they would leave and you would leave them alone and not fight each other currently, which is a good diplomatic solution. And we're about to continue on from there. I believe you guys were taking a short rest and getting ready to continue on towards your goal, which is to reach the village. And at the village, there's a problem with... What?
Faith.
No, the well.
Oh
Come
yeah.
on, guys.
Oh, is that our
The whole reason to go to the village was for the well. Come on, guys.
I like
you're
the title in it. That was top notch, guys.
You know, I really think that we're gonna have to fix this well, guys.
I don't know. No. Let's go fix the well.
Well.
I
What's this
can't write my
well?
character. That's unfair.
I can't wait to say well when we get to
Oh,
the
wait,
well.
wait, who's your
That's gonna
character?
be
No,
the
I
best
can't.
thing.
I was
Okay.
clicking the wrong character because I'm an idiot.
Wait, where's Ost?
I'm
Oh,
right
there he is.
here.
I
He
see.
said, right there now. Look, I can move around. Pretty cool dude. On that guy. Okay. Getting on this guy.
Alright.
And that guy.
So, guys, I think we've been resting long enough. I think we should go to the town now.
How do we know you're the real Pock?
Because?
That is a valid question. How do we know it's the real Pock?
You know what? I don't trust it. I want an insight check.
In this situation,
I use a deception check. Or I try to deceive him.
Oh,
you try to
him.
see.
Yeah.
Deceive him to what
Okay.
end? To convince him that you are Pock or that you aren't Pock?
Obviously that I'm not.
Okay, just making sure.
Oh, what a great start.
Okay, we have our insight.
Oh, jeez. I gotta get my keybinds. Or not my keybinds.
Wow,
my
he did pretty good.
roll saves. D.
Yeah, it doesn't involve combat. He did great.
Oh, that's so mean.
Yeah, after your amazing battle with the tree.
Hey, I got a 24 points of damage in one hit, okay? Oh,
Davros, you do feel that this is the genuine Pock, the same mischievous gnome you've been with for a while now.
this isn't the real Pock, guys. This is...
But you, with your insight, you do feel that he is trying to hide something from you more than what he's saying.
Well, I guess he really is. Okay,
Yeah,
do
I
an
want to go
insight
try.
check on,
I want to have a little bit of
Davros
fun,
to
so I
see
want to
whether
try
or
and
not he
convince the
thinks
group that
Pock-
this might not be the real Pock.
I'm gonna do an insight check on Davros to see whether or not he actually thinks it's Pock.
First, I want to see what Davros says. I want to hear
Okay.
this.
You want to
I want to
before
hear
I
the,
roll? Before I roll?
Before you roll, I want.
All
And
right.
you might get a bonus you don't know about. We'll see how well
Davros,
you.
what are you even talking about?
All right, guys, look at this, right? The last Pock magically disappeared. I mean, I was unconscious for a bit of it, right? And the shrubs...
I wouldn't say just a bit.
And I feel like the shrubs didn't attack Pock enough. So, I mean, he could clearly be a fake Pock.
I'd
And
like
if
to
he's the
point
fake
out-
Pock, just think about this. When we're trying to go to the well, he's going to spring more shrubs on us. And the last thing I want to deal with is going down to another tree, because that last tree hurt, in case you didn't notice, when it smacked me in the face.
Yeah,
And
twice.
it left him alone. It left him alone. He did not get hurt.
I get
I'm
the fuck
pretty
out of
sure
you,
that
so
he
you
did
might want to let me
actually
go.
get hurt.
I'm just saying. He probably only healed me so that I wouldn't think that he's the real Pock when really he's the fake Pock. There's something
How much
fishy about him.
did you get back? How many points of health did you get back from that heal?
What's the point of health?
How much better did you feel?
obviously not enough because the tree smacked me back down again.
Yes, and if he was actually some sort of legendary wizard that Puck claimed to know,
See,
then
but look at this. If he was a legendary wizard, would he want to do a big heal? Because then he would know that we know that he's the real, that he's
you
not
were
the
in
real Puck.
critical condition.
I'm telling you, man, I don't trust this guy. The last thing I need is more shrubberies. And everywhere we go with this Puck, shrubberies appeared. We had the
Yeah.
blue gnome pop out of a shrubbery. We've had shrubberies follow us all around. We had shrubberies follow us as we were leaving town. We had shrubberies looking out here. I'm telling you, this
And
Puck
it was
and
all part of
shrubberies
my
means
secret
fake
plan
Puck.
to get all of you guys here. And he's Puck. He's definitely Puck.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I've grown quite fond of the little one.
No, you haven't. You're a liar.
I think those 2 branch hits to the head struck you pretty hard there, friend.
Yeah. I think you might be feeling a little bit out of it, as we say. Do you have a concussion, huh?
I'm perfectly healthy now. I took a nap.
Let me see your eyes. I need to see if you have a concussion.
You can't look at
I
my
look
eyes.
into
Can you
Davros.
see his eyes
Davros,
on that
Davros,
book?
give me your deception. And
Deception? Yeah.
yeah, and anyone who wishes to
Roll
decent.
insight.
roll insight, it will not necessarily have the effect that Davros is looking for, but still.
Ah.
Dang it.
Okay,
Yeah.
Oz, you feel pretty confident that he is convinced that this is a fake Puck, and now you might be a little bit more worried about his mental stability when regarding with Puck. Varys and Puck, you realize that he's just a little off, probably one too many hits from the tree. Let's just face it, he was hit with the ugly branch all the way down. So he is he's probably be best, especially for Puck, to kind of keep your distance from him for a little while. But he's not. But he's not actually a danger because he got beat up by a tree.
Oh.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
All right. Well, Davros,
Wait, are
Have you guys
our
checked
horses
this?
still out there?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what did I name my horse?
Nene!
Oh my gosh.
Did someone name theirs Whip
We have
and then
to.
someone
No.
Nene?
No, I think it was like Spark,
What?
something generic and crappy like Sparky.
I
don't
think
even
that's what
remember
yours was.
I named mine.
So I'm
Jeez.
calling
Alright.
Sparky over and like just
Someone who
forget it.
recorded it.
Just forget it. Let's go to the well.
Wait, so we need
All
to go
right,
back out to across the bridge again, right?
No.
No,
No, we already crossed the bridge.
Yep.
that was the right direction. Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're going in the right direction. Basically, there were two paths. You could have avoided the troll or seen the troll, and you guys saw the troll, which was a very friendly guy.
And when we paid money.
Well, yeah,
Oh wait, no, we answered the riddle. Yeah.
And paid half money.
Why is the
Okay.
fire moving?
because that's what I do.
Moves
So,
the fire.
It's sentient.
You guys, did you take the effect of your short rest?
Yeah, I already did my health and all that.
Oh,
Just making sure everyone did.
shit.
No, I didn't.
So everyone, go ahead. Let me find the page if you don't know what it is.
I don't
Just
remember
type in
how
if you
many
think of-
original hit points I had. I thought we did a long rest, so I refilled it to max.
No, it was a short rest.
what page are we looking at?
So wait, what
I
are the
probably
effects?
had like
Short rest, you get you can
Five.
spend one or more hit dice at the end of a short rest. It's about an hour of this. The different classes will get different things. Some classes actually were getting some spell slots. I think warlocks in particular still get some stuff after a short rest, but you
I
have to double
get I
check.
get 1d10 per level. That's
Not
my
right
dice.
away.
Yeah, something. Anyway, just make sure that going forward you have your you know that you've benefited from a short rest and you're happy.
Okay, I'm good.
And then mark that off as a hit die that you've used for the time before long rest, which it shouldn't be an issue. Good job, Puck. And
Poor Puck in a time of need.
Whatever.
anywho, you guys continue on. Do you have anything else you want to do in this camp area? Did you want to hunt down the
I think we
kobolds
already
and slaughter them?
published it.
Yeah, you did.
I mean,
Okay.
did they
No,
leave?
let's
Because
go.
we just kind of like we
Yeah,
stole
yeah,
their
yeah.
potion, took an hour nap, so they're probably an hour away. So
Yeah, they booked it as fast as kobolds can book it. They were not too thrilled with staying around, and they didn't.
Getting killed.
Nope, none of that.
All right,
All
well,
right.
let's get going then. Let's get going then.
All right.
On an
Well, if we're going in,
adventure.
Davros, if you would like to take the lead, of course, we'll be just a couple steps back.
I'm not
All
trusting
again,
you behind me with
middle.
your hand on your dagger all the time.
What's wrong with that?
I'm not trying to meet Nerul yet,
No
physically.
fighting. Okay, let's go.
So you guys head on out, and you are on your way back towards the village. Any word from Jake? Just curious.
No, I haven't heard from him.
Jack.
He is not being like a good neighbor.
No, he's not.
No.
Oh
Hold on,
no,
I'm
I
making
can't.
another
How'd
call
you-
to him.
how'd you-
Oh no, I'm off the screen. Get back.
Let's go ahead and see if we just can't reach him just because.
Yeah.
We're about to run into him in the village.
Whoa. You just
know.
see me. Oh, you don't see me spinning till I snap it in place.
See me rolling my arrow. Okay, I'm done.
Guys, this is how the tree hit got me. I'm gonna walk like this.
You gonna ride your horse like that too?
Hey, Pog. You wanna buy some candy?
Let's do the
No, I prefer just leafy
let's
things.
do the cha-cha dance thing, you know?
Slide to the left. Slide to the right. One
I
hop this time. One hop this
don't know how
time.
to do that.
Right foot, let's stomp. Left foot, let's stomp. Hands on your knees.
No, that's where it's freeze. And then you have to
Freeze.
clap. And then it's clap, 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 clap,
No, it's
clap.
everybody clap your hands and then it's clap, 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 clap.
How low can you go? How
Can you
low
go
can
down
you
low?
go? Can you go all the way to the bottom of this map? Off the screen? Because I almost can. Oh, this one doesn't let me. Shit, come on, go. Well, it's like you can get like halfway off the square.
No, I
Oh,
just
what's
called him
going
2
on
more
down
times and
there?
still haven't heard from him.
Jeez.
Jake.
Dude, I
Oh,
feel like
no.
we should leave a Facebook review of State Farm and say Jake was not very responsive.
That is an option.
Oh, guys, while we're waiting here, and anyone watching, new Spider-Man movie, fantastic. No spoilers,
Yeah, no spoilers.
fantastic.
To me, that was hands down my favorite Marvel movie so far.
Way better than
Wow.
any Maguire Spider-Man movie.
I'm not even
Nah.
saying just Spider-Man movie. I'm saying it's my new favorite Marvel, like Marvel Cinematic Universe. It's my new favorite one.
I've already seen
Really?
it twice. It was that
Same.
good.
Holy shit.
I saw it twice by Friday.
I saw it
What
twice
is it,
by
Spider-Man Homecoming?
Sunday? No, Tuesday. Saw it twice by Tuesday.
All right. Well,
To the
you guys
town.
you guys traveling. You uneventfully reach it to the town.
Hey.
When you get there, you kind of have that sense that no one's really in a good mood. Everyone seems to be kind of, I don't know, as if their town's been poisoned. No, that everyone has a kind of, instead of having the occasional upbeat person walking around doing their daily chores, everyone's just kind of plodding through that as you walk up, you see. There's a couple guards at the makeshift wooden palisade, that they have around this town. They don't even give you more than a second glance. They're like, whatever. You guys are just here.
I mean, I guess they don't have any water. Like,
It seems like there are people with like barrels of water outside their houses and all the stores and whatnot, the taverns, but it's not water that they would have gotten locally from the center of the well. The well, there's a big void of people not being in the center of the town, which is where the well typically would be.
David.
I'm trying, okay?
No, you're good. You're good.
that's great.
Just
Okay, so there's a big well in the center
There's a
that's
big
like
well.
basically.
And everyone's just ignoring it. And you can tell the barrels have been brought in from different places.
And you said there were some
Um,
guards?
There's some guards at the front of the wooden palisades. Whenever you guys pass by, unless you talk to them, they don't check you for anything. They don't look at you funny. They're just like, whatever. We're just
Okay.
here.
Well,
Okay, I
after we
walk
get
up
to the
to one
center
of
of
the
the town, I
guards.
definitely want to go talk to like a guard or something. Kind of.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
Yeah, you're there. There's just nothing of note right now. Everyone's just really malaise and just blah about everything.
Yeah, so I'll
What
go.
a cheery town, eh?
I'll go approach a
It-
guard and like wave the group
Yeah,
on.
I want to approach when I want to.
Okay, there's a garden.
How do you
Hello.
do, good sir?
Not really that well. How do you do?
Get it? Well, just because the
Get
well's
it?
bad.
Wait. Why aren't you doing well? What's
Good. We
wrong?
have. I
Well. I see we have someone with a problem here.
I think I'm going to need to ask you to leave, or you can spend some time in jail.
No. We're actually here to help solve the problem with the well. What exactly is it?
Wait, is that why we came here?
Oh, Varys, I know you were a little hungover, but come on, man, you gotta remember these things.
What's this thing about a well?
What's the
city-
problem with
The
the well?
currently is that too many of you are talking about it. What's actually wrong is that the water from the well tends to give you digestive issues. Bad digestive issues.
Doesn't sound like
Wait,
anything new to
dysentery.
me.
Wait, so you're saying that there's something in the water?
I'm saying there's something wrong with the water. We had an old lady who used to run the sheep shearing business over here. Her kids do all the work, but she just actually tends to the sheep themselves. She died because she couldn't keep any food in her system.
Oh, nice.
So I'm glad that you're also very amused and enjoy the fact that there's a word that sounds like well that means something else. But unless you're actually going to help, you can leave or you can stay in the jail.
I'm actually really good at purifying water.
That's fantastic. We've already had people try to do that. It hasn't worked.
But did they try it this good?
I don't know. Feel free to dive in. Have
What?
fun.
When did this happen?
It started, I guess, probably a month and a half, 2 months ago. I wasn't keeping track. If we're being honest about things, I don't drink much water, all things considered. I'd rather head to the tavern after my shift, but let's just say it's inevitable when you're working out in the day. You got to have some water from time to time, and yeah, it's not a pretty sight. Don't drink the water here.
Well, if purifying water is not solving the problem, that means there's an external source causing this.
Yep.
I say we find it.
Are there any rumors
Oh.
about why this is happening? Folk tales, tall
Of
tales.
course. Well, since it started, there's tons of rumors. We've been cursed. There's some type of secret conspiracy. There's witch cultists. There's blighters. There's who knows what the truth of the matter is. That's not honestly something I'm able to do. I thought about being an adventurer once, but let's face it, I'm not good enough to be an adventurer. I just sit here, make sure people don't get into too much trouble, occasionally threaten things. That's all I'm good for.
What's your name?
My name is Philip.
Philip. Okay. Philip, how long have you been living here for?
Most of my life.
And were things better? I mean, of course they're better, but was there a big shift? Did someone move into the town? Someone big? Did a big event happen in the town near the time that it changed, or?
Not that I can think of. Let's see. Well, we have traders come through on a regular basis, but no one that stayed or seemed suspicious. We haven't had anyone move in or leave suddenly.
Any
about the
religious
weather?
folk or new religions popping up in this area?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean,
What
I
about
know
the weather?
the weather's been more humid. It's been more muggy lately, which is unusual. I mean, we're not without humidity, but not this bad. As far as someone mentioned something about religious stuff, there was a guy who came by not too long ago asking if he could use our old mines as a temple, but we said no. But he left. I mean,
I
Nothing.
mean, have you checked the mines recently since people started getting sick?
Yeah, we sent a couple people down there, just a couple of my other guard friends. They came back and said they didn't find anything.
Insight checking?
Hmm. You believe that he believes that, but you're sensing that something's not right with what he's saying.
Okay. Another thing I want to do is I would like to go to the well and use divine sense
All right.
because I believe I still have charisma modifier. So I still have 3 left. Or no, I took a long rest after I used the last one. Yeah, so I'll go walk over to the well and use a divine sense, see if anything pops up in that general area. So that is, what is it? Celestial Fiend Undead
Hmm.
within
You
60
do
feet.
not. You do not sense any of those things.
Okay.
Can I just do a perception check? Like going over to the wall, can I do a perception check of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're certain that it was made with stone, and that regularly over the course of hundreds of years, there's been water that has been pulled up from the bottom of it. Hmm.
Well, it's quite the well, huh?
I'd like to ask the guard if he could show me to his guard friends so I could ask them a few more questions since they were the first-hand witnesses.
You can do that. He's right in front of you.
All right. I didn't know if I mean I wanted to walk back because I
No.
kind of walked
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
well
you're
and
good.
came back. All right. Sir, do you mind showing me to your other guard friends that actually went down to the mine? And if I could ask them a few questions directly?
Yeah, no problem. It was I think Steve and Herb. Yeah, it was. I know it was Steve for sure. I'm not sure if it was Herb or not, but definitely Steve. I'll get you. I'll get you over to him. Where is he at today? And he pulls out a folded piece of parchment. It looks like it has a roster of people, and most likely the duty assignments for the day. And he pulls like, yep, definitely Steve. He is over at the far wall, so he's going to be the opposite side of town from where you came in. Just keep on going. He'll be one of the guys at the gate checking the other end, and tell him Phil sent him. Phil sent you over, and he'll, I don't know, be as nice as he can be.
Anybody want to come with me?
Yeah, I'll go with you.
Yeah, sure.
Joy. And I start walking over to the other side.
I kind of just follow them and see without really saying anything.
I start singing a merry tune.
Very good, very good.
I attempt to join in with Box Mary Tune, except I fail to do so.
All right, give me charisma checks or performance checks, whatever.
This will be performance.
Okay.
Oh, performance? Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
probably
hot.
why you failed.
Nice.
Now-
We both gave horrible.
Now, as is normal with most people who attempt karaoke, which you haven't heard of in this world, but trust me, it's a thing. You think you're doing pretty darn well. You're happy, you're exuberant. The words are just flowing out of you as magically, as it were. But people are giving you some pretty awkward looks.
As my ears are bleeding, I attempt to sing over them to drown them out with my own song. Oh, what? I just typed. Wait, what? I just typed in one. It didn't roll.
Wait.
You
Oh,
rolled
I
one.
messed that
Oh,
up.
there's a space
Hold up.
between the
Yeah.
1 and the D.
I messed that up. Hold on.
That's hilarious.
Rolling.
There we
It's
go.
the one.
That's what I wanted.
And then Davros just whips out this operatic singing voice.
He whips out. It's more of like a death dirge.
It's about
Yeah,
Nerul. The
yeah.
song, of course, is about Nerul.
Yeah, and it's about how
Oh my
kind
god.
of like Swing Low, Sweet Chariot, but made for this particular. Nerul's coming down the mountain to scythe your head off, kind of thing. Yeah, it's good times.
Yeah, some good times right there. That was very good. I've never heard a performance quite like it.
Did the children sing that at the church too?
No. That's I made that up as I was cutting some heads off with my scythe. All in the rules honor. All in the rules honor.
Okay.
Oh,
Very-
of course.
Very good. How are you? So you make it down to the other side. Once again, everyone is still pretty morose in the town. No one's enthused about anything. Even your uplifting song, no one seems to be impressed by it.
Oh, shucks.
So you walk up. There's a couple guards there.
I just
They're
yell, "Hey, Steve!"
While I'm walking in the back, I kind of switch my mask.
Hey, Steve!
guys over. What?
Bill sent us.
Why?
I have some questions for you
Okay.
about the mine.
Yeah.
What'd you see down there?
Nothing.
Insight
I want to
check.
do an insight check on the intelligence of this guy.
Okay.
Hold on.
I do a perception check of the gate that they're at.
Okay. Who rolled what for what?
I rolled 10
I rolled
just to see
insight
who's
on
lying.
intelligence.
Okay, you're guessing he is not the brightest crayon in the box. He most likely is well suited to being given pretty clear orders and will very happily carry them out because it doesn't mean he has to think about them.
Oh, nice.
And what'd you roll, Davros?
To see if he was lying.
Nope.
Yep.
Okay, I'm rolling perception on the gate, like the area around us.
Okay. It is very finely crafted. Looks like it was done several hundred years ago. But it's been well maintained. They've had boards been replaced over the years. There's dirt ground, and it is a fine dirt with properties that'd be
Oh,
good for
quite
mixing
fine.
in with clay. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, really?
I mean, it's pretty standard. I'm not sure what you're looking for in particular, but there's nothing
Okay, I
suspicious.
was like,
Nothing's been attacked.
that's
Nothing's
what I'm checking. Like,
Yeah,
to see
no.
if there's something like.
nothing weird. It looks like it's been well maintained, well crafted, cared for. Just
I want to ask Stephen here.
Mhm.
Stephen, what is the common religion here? Like, what do most people believe in?
Paylor.
Can you say that again?
Paylor.
Palo?
Paylor.
Taylor.
Since I'm
I don't
from
know
this
who that
area,
is,
would I know what
but-
that is?
Sun god.
Sun god? Okay.
He's basically the equivalent of Apollo. Rises of the
okay.
sun. Really close ties with bringing life and sun crops kind of ish.
Okay,
and
yeah,
more the rural regions. Not so much a womanizer as Apollo was. He's also pretty prominent in a lot of the healing people, and he's very, very, very much against the undead.
Ooh.
But yeah,
Well,
he just Paylor.
do you know what the religion of that one guy was that asked to use the mine?
Nope.
Figured not. Can you show us where the mine is?
Yep.
Soon?
Nope.
Now?
Nope.
When can you show us?
He pulls out a folded piece of parchment. It looks very similar to the one that Philip had. Looks at it. About an hour.
Do
Okay.
you work tomorrow?
Yep.
Same times?
Yep.
What time is it right now?
Do you like your job?
Nope. Time is probably about 3.
How long have you been working today?
Since 8.
Would you be willing to show us in the morning before you start working?
I can show you in an hour.
I think we should just let him show us in an hour.
Alright.
Yeah, I can show you in the morning.
Oh my god,
You
what
can
are we gonna
show
do
us.
in an hour?
You can show us in the morning?
You can go look at the well again.
The well's not the issue.
Seeing it in the morning would be best because, then we can get our stuff in order and then you can just show us where the mine is and we can check it out. And we'll be fully
Okay,
prepared.
ideally, I'm guessing there's like a water source that gives source to the well. We should like look for that water source. Like I think that's our goal.
It's in mine.
It's in the mine?
See, the mine's a
Yep.
good place to go.
Did you go look to that? Did you look in that area
Yep.
and you saw nothing?
I saw water.
Did you look hard?
I
You
saw a
couldn't
rock. Rocks
could
are
you
hard.
see into the water, or is it not clear like that?
It's not really clear like that.
You didn't
Do you
hear
know how to
anything.
spell your name?
There's no bubbling.
With an S.
All right, so we'll see you at 7 in the morning tomorrow to lead us to the mine.
Nope.
Why
That's
not?
not long
Just
enough.
let him lead us to
How
us
far
in
is
an
the mine?
hour.
Longer than that.
How far? Like how long? How long do you think it'll take for you to get us to the mine?
Took me about 45 minutes to get you there.
And then you're gonna need 45 minutes to get back.
You're getting good at this.
So how about
Shit.
we leave it like 6:20, so you got a 10-minute interval before work, and I'll give you 20 gold when we get to the mine tomorrow morning. I'll write it down
Yep.
for you and everything.
Yep.
All right. So I actually do not have anything to write on, so I kind of turned to the group. So does anyone have like parchment, pen, ink, any of that good stuff?
I do.
Can
I
you write him a note that says, "Pick us up"? Is there an inn nearby, Steve?
Yep.
All right, yep. Right, pick us up at the inn at 6:20 in the morning.
Pick us up at the inn.
In common.
at
Put that in common
6:30.
talk.
Okay.
And
pick
no
us
big
up-
words.
Pick us up at the inn at what time?
Let's just go with 6. We'll just go with 6 in the morning.
Also,
6.
don't write down those weird lovey-dovey adjectives you always put in there.
I
sweet.
pull out another piece of paper. Pick us up at 6 in the morning.
I got an extra bottle of ink if you require.
All right, read it back to me, please.
Pick us up at 6 in the morning at the inn. Talk.
Okay. All right. Good. Good. I take the note, I fold it up, I hand it to him. I give him 10 gold and say 10 gold now, 10 gold when we get there.
You said 20 when we get to the mine.
Oh my gosh. I'm giving you 10 gold early to show that we mean business. You will have 20 total gold from this whole adventure.
We'll have 20 gold at the mine.
Fine. Then you're not getting this 10 gold now. You'll get the 20 gold at the mine.
All right.
Yeah, do an insight check on him to see if he's actually going to show up.
He opens up the paper. He looks at it. He turns it upside down. And he starts reading with it upside down.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I don't know.
I
if
look
this
at
guy
one of
can
his guard,
read.
but is there another guard here? Another guard in this
Yes,
area?
there is.
Hey, so Steve's not the brightest. Can you take us to the mine at like 6 in the morning? Please?
I really don't want to. I'd rather just sit here and read my book.
I'll give you 20 gold when we get to the mine.
But you already gave Steve 20 gold. He
Yeah.
holds grudges.
Well, you know what? I don't think he's gonna make it. If he makes it at 6 in the morning and he's there, you'll both get 20 gold.
Okay. Seems a little excessive, but I can buy quite a few books with that. Are you here about the well situation?
Yes, we're here about the well situation. We just want to look at the mine, but tomorrow morning when we're prepared, we've had a rest. I almost died to a tree today. It's been long. It's been a long day.
He
Yeah,
kind of cocks his head at you like, you died to a tree. Did you drink any of the water? I don't recommend that here.
No, but I wish it would have felt less painful than getting smacked by a big tree branch. We made a little druid gnome thing angry. He made a tree try to kill us. Don't worry about it. I just need someone to take me to the mine in the morning. Take us to the
She
mine in
got
the
smacked
morning
down
at
pretty
6.
good.
What do you mean, druid gnome friend? Isn't that what this guy is?
No, he's his friend, not our friend.
Yeah, we're talking about Bryn. He's actually not a gnome. He's actually an elf, but he's still really cool. Well, I thought he was really cool. He tried to kill us.
Is he an elf? But he's still a druid, like you said?
Yeah, he's a druid. I think he transformed into me just because he could.
I heard druid can turn into things.
Yeah.
Well, because there was a druid who came here about 2 months back,
Oh,
who was
my
asking
God.
about using the mines, and he was an elf.
Oh my gosh. What religion did he want to use the mine
no.
for?
I didn't specify anything about a particular religion that I can recall, but I'm, can't really honestly tell you that, but Steve and his buddy Marshall, they went out and checked out and said everything was fine down there. Whenever we started getting all the problems with the well, so I don't think he did anything down
See,
there.
Steve is he's not the brightest. He might not have looked for, like some magical thing going on.
Might not have
so-
even like looked at the water.
Yeah, he might
maybe.
have saw like a sparkle in the ground and got distracted and then walked back here.
Are you guys talking about me?
No, Steve, we would never
No,
talk
no, no.
bad
We're
about
talking
you.
about a different Steve.
It's this Steve.
Alright.
It's the Steve from the Green Dragon Inn.
Go away, Steve.
Yeah.
We're talking.
All right, I'll see you guys at 202.
Yes. You
60.
see us then.
Yep.
I'll
you'll-
see you at
Yep,
0260.
sounds good.
Sounds
Thank
beautiful.
you, sir.
He
Thank you
kind
for
of
your patronage.
goes back to his little post and still staring at the thing upside down.
Yep. So anyway, we think they might have not have magically looked at things. So we're gonna take a look, see if we can find anything hidden down there. See if we can fix
Alright.
your well problem. We just need to get there in the morning so that way we can take a rest, get all ready for tomorrow.
All right, well, somewhere around town, I'm not sure where he is, but there's this guy wearing a symbol of Palor who says he's looking into the whole thing too.
We will go find him. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. I'll see you at 6:20.
Yeah, thanks for the info.
That's such a cue. There's this guy.
All right. Pock,
Yes.
you're small, right?
Yeah.
Go find this Paylord dude.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can take him out.
We'll be at the inn drinking a lot.
Okay. I've already called him like 10 times.
Yeah, it's fine.
Jeez. MIA.
Drinking a lot.
A lot. Like, I don't think you realize, but they're having a water problem. They're about to have an
my
ale
bad.
problem
Didn't mean to
too.
do that.
What is that for?
It was just an accident. I hit the space bar.
Ah, nice. The space roll. Nice. All right, well, you guys rest through. If you try to talk to anyone in the town, essentially they're all pretty bummed out about this entire thing.
I
The
imagine so.
I'm
The
guessing
innkeeper is
Jake is
surpri-
the Paylord guy?
yes, he
Okay.
is. It's mentioned in his backstory a bit, and I was gonna talk to him before and say, hey, you use this when you go to towns because people respect Palor around this neck of the woods. We'll just have to see what happens. I'll get you guys to the point where I was gonna have you because now I was expecting you to have character interactions, and that's not happening. So we'll just roll with it. Yeah.
That's fine. Oh, when
Alright,
we walk away from the guard, I want to say Praisner rule.
The Steve guy, he just kind of stares at you funny, and the guy reading the book is like, I'd rather not currently, but thank you. He seems to be a little bit more learned, but still
I
just a
don't
town
know
guard.
who my god is.
It's okay. He knows who you are. So
Yeah. Okay.
after in the end, first off, the innkeeper is surprised someone's even there. You guys say you're here to fix the well. He kind of understands a little bit more. He looks you up and down a bit, and he immediately tries to upcharge your rooms by about 100%, so double what it would normally be. If you try to haggle him at all, he comes right back down to normal pricing. But if you don't try to haggle him, he's more than happy to take your money because he clearly can tell you are of a finer caliber.
Yeah, no, I'm haggling.
I was going
Okay.
to say, I can get persuasion.
Haggle.
Yeah, you only, no matter how skilled you are, you only get down to his normal prices.
That doesn't sound like the right price for a night.
I got 13.
Mm. You guys rest well. You have substandard food because, frankly,
How was the ale that
town's
night?
not doing well.
It was
It
substandard.
was alcoholic.
It had alcohol in it.
Yeah.
It was like drinking.
Natty Light.
What's the
Disgusting.
light beer of D&D? Like
Not even a good thing of mead here. Just
Magic
pretty
Light.
watered down. Yeah, but not good.
You can taste that it might have been ran over a little bit of wheat once in its life.
Is someone trying to use a drum machine?
That would be Ben.
No, that was my mistake. Sorry.
Okay. No, I was like, why are we drum machining? I'm okay with this, but why?
Drum machine. Drum.
So you guys rest. What the hell? Anywho, you guys rest, and it is time for you to level up. So you guys are level 2 now.
All right,
Oh,
I'm gonna
Yay.
take this time to level up and talk to you people in IRL.
You guys go ahead and chat. I'm gonna take care of a quick thing here. I'm gonna mute myself, but I'm still here listening.
You can get the book
Okay,
after
yeah,
I'm done,
gonna
Alex.
I'm gonna keep trying to get Jake, but
I
this is
don't. Which
ridiculous.
book do I need for spells? What book do you need for spells?
That's still in the player
It's all,
handbook.
it's all in the player handbook. Everything you'll need's in there.
All right, let's
Okay,
grab
because that's like the thing I need by the time you reach.
I've
Oh,
now picked up great weapon fighting.
Alexander,
Yep.
do you want me to hold off on Circle of the Moon stuff until something happens, or no?
Completely up to you.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Let me pull you into the chat. Which one's you again?
He's on Ethiel right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what is he doing?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my spells.
Is he just talking to him specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First
No.
level spell. School.
Okay. Ranger spells. Where the heck are those?
What are the different schools? What the heck?
Okay, spells. Bard spells. Cleric spells. Ranger spells. Alarm. Animal friendship. Cure wounds. Holy crap, there's so many spells.
Hippie. Hippie.
What?
It's just me. It's just me and you in here.
Oh. What do you need me to hit?
I know. I said hippie. You are a
Oh.
hippie. You are a long-haired, weird, pants-wearing bastard. Anyway, that night, Nurul comes to you in a dream.
Okay.
He doesn't speak so much as he makes his intentions to you known, but I'm going to speak to you. So just you get this more as feelings than you do as actual words. Cool?
Okay.
Okay. He tells you are on the right path, and for this, he is granting you your level. He's saying that he's the cause of it. He allowed you to. He appreciated the brief connection you had whenever you were unconscious, and thanks you for checking in with him. And then warns you that death is not the optimal outcome in your next trial.
Okay.
Okay?
Don't die. Got it.
He just says death. He doesn't say yours.
Oh. Okay.
Okay?
All right.
I can make friends.
And
with
we're back in the regular
animals.
chat. Yay! Okay, I'm going silent again, but I'm still here listening.
Okay.
Blink. I want blink. I don't think I'll get it. Where's that cure wounds? If I get cure wounds, at least I can be slightly good. Jeez, there's so many.
Slightly.
I do get an extra spell slot, so I can do some stuff.
I get an
Cure
extra spell
wounds.
slot with this level 2,
Yeah.
which means I can
Oh,
do my
sweet.
combo.
Okay, it does the roll for me. That's nice. It does 2d8 and it does the roll.
What?
I just threw Divine Smite in the.
How'd you do that?
Well, how
set
many
up my
spells do
spell.
I get? Wait, the ranger table shows how many spell slots you have.
Do I have to prepare Divine Smite? No, I don't. Okay.
Where the heck is the ranger too? Oh, it looks like I have 2 spell slots in the first one. That's pretty cool. I can choose 2 spells. Oh, okay. Detect magic. Detect poison and disease. I can also detect that. That might be useful.
Oh, we level up. We also have to do our health rolls and all that stuff too.
Right.
I'm just gonna go
Yeah.
straight 5 plus Constitution.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll it, even though it's probably not gonna be good. I'll roll it.
1 bonus self B concentration up to 1 minute.
5. All right, I'll take it.
I mean that's. Or actually, no. I guess that's a little
That's
lower.
pretty sick. That would be awesome with a bow and arrow. Holy crap. Goodberry. Oh, do you have Goodberry?
I have Goodberry.
Oh, cool. Fog.
Alexander, if you can answer,
Oh,
are there
I'm
certain
sorry.
animals that I've seen?
Yes. Are there certain animals you're looking to have seen?
Yes.
Go ahead and let me chat so you can.
Okay.
Oh, also, sorry, I had said this before. I realized I was muted. If you guys want to use half plus 1 plus con for your rolls rather than rolling, that's fine. And even you can do that now, even if you were to roll a 5, which would be slightly 1 less than that because you suck at rolling. That's perfectly fine.
Okay.
Since I didn't tell you ahead of time. But yeah, you're always welcome to use half plus 1 plus con, or you can
Wait,
take a
half
chance to
plus
roll the
1
dice.
plus con?
So if you have a
what?
D10, if you have a D10, you'd be 5 plus 1 plus your con modifier.
Oh,
If you have a D12, it'd be 6 plus 1 plus your con modifier. If you have a D4, 2 plus 1 plus your con modifier.
yeah, I prefer being at 20 HP rather than 17.
So, because you always get to add your con modifier, period.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's just an always thing. It's not just a straight die roll. So you can either roll the die and get anywhere from a 1 to the max on your die, or you can take half of the die value plus 1 plus your con modifier in hit points each level.
Okay.
Wait,
Hunter's Mark.
All right, I'm going to pull you over, David.
okay.
You choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your query. That's kind of cool. Jump. Magic missile. No, that's cool, I guess. And then oh, I'm getting that. I'm getting speak with animals.
Do any of us have detect magic?
I can get that.
I don't.
I'll get that. I'll get detect magic and speak with animals. Okay, how do I do this?
Did anyone have any other leveling questions?
Mm,
Not
I'm-
yet. I'm gonna take Adam's book.
Well-
He's done.
I just want to make sure I add these spells right, that's all.
Yep.
Because I'm adding detect magic and I'm going to add speak with animals. Okay. And so the name is Detect Magic. Does the school matter? What divination? Ritual.
I'm almost done, Alex.
No worries.
I meant Alex next to
Oh,
Alexander.
What does the prep
Sorry.
thing mean? Like
The what?
there's a little prep check mark.
I'm not sure where you're looking to tell you that.
On the spell page.
Let me pull up your character.
Concentration is you have to roll higher than half damage taken, right?
Oh, the prep is usually means that you have that spell prepped. You have prepared it. You are ready to cast, because certain casters they only know certain spells certain times or certain ones different days. Some of them know all of their spells, but they only prepare certain ones each day. It's just indicating that you have prepared to use that spell. Each class is slightly different with their spell casting.
Okay.
Hey, concentration is 1/2 damage taken, right?
Usually, yes.
Sweet.
I should probably mute my mic when I'm doing this so it's not annoying.
Mhm.
I'm almost done, Alex Halverson.
Phew! Gesundheit.
Thank you. Right now, you're the only one with heals, right, David?
Yes.
Other than my lay on hands. I guess I'll prepare cure wounds.
Can you find me the page for my character?
Huh?
Just the main page for the warlock.
What do you want to know about it?
Oh, you just have to turn the page for it. That's all I need.
Uh,
Mm,
Spell
okay.
modifiers, spell attack bonus, right? No. Yeah, it is. All right. Double checking this last spell, and then I'll be done, Alex.
Okay, I have my spells. Detect magic and speak with animals.
Animals are annoying as fuck, just so you know.
It's
Oh,
true.
sure. I just want to be able to do it. I mean,
Oh,
I
yeah.
could have given myself a different spell, but detect magic is the main one. That's like
Yeah.
someone needs that on our team.
I just want to make sure you knew, because I've always hated whenever people talk to animals, and the animals are like, "Hello there, I'm an eloquent speaker of this." No. Animals are annoying.
Hi there. That's how I imagine like.
Oh,
It's like,
oh, you guys check. I got an early birthday present from our girlfriend. I wanted to show it to you. So it's a drinking mug.
Can't see it.
Oh, well, whoever's on actual Roll20, you can see my camera.
Oh, nice.
So it's a drinking mug, and then it has this little leather part that comes with it. And if you turn that upside down, the whole thing rests like a regular coffee cup. I'll show you.
Oh, that's actually really nice.
So you sit it on the countertop like this, and it stays up straight. Or you flip it on over, and you have a little drinking horn. But it's regular. It's like a regular mug. I'll show you. It's cool. It's awesome. And then my wife gave me an early present of one of those iFixit toolkits for all the electronic disassembly and repair. Yep. Good times had by all.
All right. That should be all my abilities.
I'm gonna call Jake one more time.
Oh, so that would only be 3 damage. Isn't it? I thought my modifier was that plus proficiency. Because it says my spell attack bonus is 5.
Proficiency usually adds to the attack, not to the
Okay, that's what I was just
damage.
double checking.
Let me roll for
I
help.
want to make sure I'm reading Cure Wounds right.
Core. Okay, current hit points are 11. Hit points at first level, and then hit points at higher levels, 1d10 or 6. Okay.
Yeah, spell casting ability modifier. Okay, I was just making sure. I was
Plus
reading
my
it.
constitution. Is that it?
All right.
Is health the stuff plus constitution?
You can either roll your hit die plus your constitution modifier, or you can take half of your hit die plus 1 plus that modifier, constitution, and add that on there. So you can either take the safe bet of average, or you can roll the die.
I'll take 7 points over a +3. So that's 11. I'm now at, because that's 1 plus 6. So that's
Alexander.
18.
Oh, sorry. I call him Alexander when he's not listening.
I prefer to be called Alexander in general. So yeah.
Yeah, I know, but he generally goes by
Actually,
Alex. And I hit him with Alex.
actually, more than that, I prefer to be called Altron, but that's hard to explain to people.
Oh, I get to learn a new spell and get a spell slot.
And before he fell asleep.
Spells.
So there's no luck on Jacob tonight.
That's what it's looking like, which
That's
is weird
unfortunate.
because he's logged on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see the creepy doll.
Oh, dude, you went water skiing, David?
Heck yeah,
And you didn't fall.
I didn't. Need a pair of giant eagles. Okay. I put 3 beasts in here. Okay. I'm gonna run and use the bathroom. Call him one more time.
Oh, it was nice meeting Jake. He was a very nice guy. A little quiet.
Ooh, my invocations.
Oh, yeah, get the one that adds your charisma as damage.
Which one was that?
I don't remember. It's one of the Eldritch and invocation things.
Oh yeah, no. If you are, no, you definitely need to take that. I will DM try to force you into doing that because, dear Lord, is it powerful?
Oh, is it? I would think. Ooh, Eyes of the Runekeeper. You can read all writing.
Yes. There you are. Notifications.
He's looking it up. Does he get one at level 2?
I get 2 at level 2.
Yeah.
Agonizing Blast, the first invocation. When you cast Eldritch Blast, you add your
How did I miss
charisma
that?
modifier to damage because it's just right there on the bottom. It is just adding a bonus to your damage is the best thing.
Where
Period.
do I put my invocations on my characters?
Put them on your features. Yeah,
I'm not sure on the
Features.
online one, but yeah.
your features. Why do you have so much written in your features and traits? Did you write out everything they said?
Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't gonna go back in the book to double check everything.
I just wrote the snippets, like bullet pointed it.
Oh, I did too. I just have a lot of stuff with a lot of information.
Plus, I have a stupid good memory, so.
I have a memory of you being stupid, so
I have a lot of those.
So has anyone done anything amazing over the summer?
I moved out.
I didn't hear what you said. What?
Oh, I moved out. I guess
Oh.
or something. I did.
It doesn't count as moving out if you move into my house.
Yes, it does.
No, it
I'm
does.
an independent boy.
You're INDEPENDENT. Do you know what that means?
Now that I have agonizing blast, now I can pick anything else.
Yes, you can. Would you like suggestions, or do you just want to go with it?
Ooh, you can cast detect magic at will without expending a spell slot. I don't have.
Yeah, that happened.
Sure. Give me some suggestions. I've never played Warlock.
Okay. Repelling Blast is pretty handy. It's nice because you can kind of help to control the battlefield a bit more. One of the things that's missing in this edition is a lot of crowd control. So it allows you to push people. Now, let's say someone was on the edge of a cliff or a bridge or something, and you were at the right angle, and you wanted to push them off. Well, then they might fall off and take falling damage and cause more problems. Or let's say if Davros was just pissing you off, you wanted to push him away from you, you could do it with an Eldritch Blast.
I will
So that one's
Thunderous smite him back.
Yes, you will. But luckily, he has range. I don't recommend many of the armor ones yet because you're not a high enough level caster effectively for them to last for long enough. You can do it. Some things you can do at will, but it's still just kind of a if you remember to keep it up thing. But they're not horrible like the Armor of Shadows one. Book of Ancient Secrets is actually it's kind of complicated, but let me explain it to you the TLDR version. You can pick cantrips from other people's list.
Ooh,
So,
really?
or sorry, nope, that's a different one. That's pact. Sorry, what pact did you take? That's what I meant. Sorry, are you taking a certain pact?
Yes.
At third, which one are you taking? Chain, the blade, or the tome?
To attach.
Or maybe I didn't do my path.
No, you do that.
Oh, no, it's at the third level.
Yeah,
Sorry.
at third level you do that. Sorry, that one I was just talking about is only if you've done the Pact of the Tome at third level, but it lets you do first level spells and cantrips from other classes, so that's really kind of handy to be able to take other people's spells. That one you can't do. Devil's Sight's not bad because you can see in normal darkness, magical and non-magical.
Oh,
So if someone
sight.
pops down, yep, sight.
Would I have a question? Is plus bonus to attack rolls armor class, or is that damage?
What attack rolls is the roll that you make to hit someone's armor class.
I'll just do Repelling Blast for now.
You get two.
It's kind of fun to be able to do that. It depends on what you want to do with your guy, and if you want to do any kind of a I don't like that one as much. I never use it or something like that. We could talk about that later. Basically, your buddy who's granting you some power can come and talk about redoing the deal. What else was there? I was going to mention. Also, remember, it says that you can push them 10 feet. You don't have to push them 10 feet. So
Right, so it's like a control thing.
Yeah, so that's an important distinction because otherwise you don't want to push someone. You don't have to push them when you're using Eldritch Blast. You can use it.
Okay, cool. So I got 2 invocations, and I get 1 new spell.
What'd you say? Spell list before the spells. Go to the spell list before the spells and you can see all the spells.
So for work, I managed to, me and the other people doing the experiment, we managed to break a $900 load cell.
What did you
nice.
We're not really sure yet. We're not sure why it's not working. I'm trying to fix it, but yeah, we're measuring the force of the upstroke and downstroke of a water irrigation pump. Think of a bicycle pump, but for water. And we were doing an experiment for guys working on a paper. And during one of our last trials, the sensor just stopped reading the data, and it's not a cheap tool to replace. So that's fun.
Oh my god, I'm watching this stupid video. It's called Fidget Spinner Anime.
Wait, where's the spell list?
It's before all the spells, literally right before the spells.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I can get a level 2 spell.
Did you unlock second level spells at level 2? I'm pretty sure you don't unlock them to level 3.
I thought it was based on what your spell slots were.
No, so it
Yeah.
tells you what the... You don't unlock the spells to a certain... One second.
Oh, wait, I see it. Okay. Okay, first level. What was it? It was the first level one I wanted.
Wait, so what are we doing right now?
We're leveling up.
You are resting at the inn, sleeping unconscious to wake up and go meet the intelligent guard at 6:20. Steve may or may not be there. We're not sure.
Okay. Can I tell you what my level up is, or does that?
I trust you to not cheat. If you have questions, more than welcome to ask. If I think something is suspicious, I will say, hold on, what? And we'll go from there.
I
Okay.
use a 5th level spell at level 2.
That's fine. I've had several people who I've known have been cheating in some of my games. And honestly, if they need to cheat to have fun at this game, that's just sad. And so as long as it doesn't affect the play for other people, I let it slide. But seriously, come on. It's a paper and dice game. There's not...
It makes it fun because it's all chance and you don't have to worry about it sometimes.
Yeah, and if that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. That's sure. If that's where you get your thrills and your excitement, okay. But if it affects someone else's gameplay, nah, we're gonna have an issue. You have the person who wants to have the "I'm always the hero" complex. If someone else is starting to be like, "How come they always win the blah blah?" I'm like, all right. And then suddenly their stuff doesn't work as well anymore. Why? Because I'm the fucking god of the world. I can do what I want. I don't care what you roll on the die. If I say it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. And he got pissed off and didn't play for a while.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I trust you guys to not screw with things. If
Just please don't give me an OP axe.
I ain't giving you shit, I will give you an OP axe in your back.
Because
The orc that kills you will indeed. No, see, I'm never
Can his
gonna
name be
give you.
Krusk? If I die,
Yeah.
can his name be Krusk and be a half orc?
Yeah, sure. If I ever feel that I've given you too much, then guess what? The bad guys are going to get the same kind of thing or the exact counter to it. There's no point in playing this game if there isn't a sense of, oh crap, we might actually die from this. I mean, I almost killed you with a tree.
Yeah. You
I-
did almost
I
kill
was
us
ready
with
to
a tree.
die.
And I wasn't fudging rolls against or for you. I set the encounter level, said this is what it's going to be. Let's see what happens.
What was
And
the
if you die, you
What was
die.
the level, the challenge of the tree? I didn't look it up.
The awakened tree, it's not insubstantial.
I was too lazy to go look it up.
What makes D&D interesting is it's not like a save and repeat game. Like if you fail a boss fight, it's like, oh, I can just go back to the save and I'll be able to do it better next time.
Mm-hmm.
But like in D&D, like you don't get to do it next time unless like that's like part of your agreement, I guess. It made an interesting role-playing game if you did do that. And you just put people in really difficult situations and you let them figure it out after losing. But that'd get pretty hard on the DM or whoever's managing the game, I'm sure.
Well, generally it's easy mode, and then once they realize you've gotten the hang of the game, you know how to use your rolls and your checks and stuff, then all of a sudden everything becomes a lot harder. Or I shouldn't say harder, but a lot less forgiving. Like, like maybe if someone forgot to do a perception check, he might be like, "Oh, you happen to hear a bush
Yeah.
rustle." Whereas if we're in a dungeon and we're like, level 20 and no one does a perception check, all of a sudden we walk into a dragon's lair and they have sneak attack initiative on us.
The worst I'm going to do that seem like it isn't quote unquote fair is there will be times where even if you roll well or I roll bad, things are going to happen a certain way. And the only reason that's happening is in this particular story that I'm running you through is divine intervention. There are certain things that the gods need to happen, and they're nothing that will result in the like saving or death of a character. They're more for situational based things, or you rolled crap on your perception, but your god really wants you to see that secret door. The damn thing starts glowing for you and only you. I mean, things like that.
Yeah, of course.
All right, you guys ready enough to just go through some talking?
I'm good to go.
Once.
Is Jake still AFK?
Yep, as far as I know.
There is no Jake, only Zool.
Um, what I was gonna say, are you just gonna end up playing his character for today then, or something like that?
I know what I'm gonna do for it, and we'll see what happens, and he can tell us why or whatnot. And if he doesn't want to do it, that's cool. It's not a big deal. It was gonna be just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You guys wake up. It's breakfast is not quite ready, but there's been some day-old bread left out that people seem to be able to free to grab. You get the feeling that people aren't really doing so well, so early rising isn't a thing. You head out of your inn. You have everything ready. You got your spells prepped. You whatever.
I'd like to, before we leave the inn,
Yep, go ahead.
so that's
You good, Alex?
1d10. Okay, so I get 10 good berries, and I eat one. Would anyone else want a good berry? They'll
Yes,
keep you
I'd
full
like
for
a
the
good
entire
berry.
day.
Give me a good berry,
I
please.
think I'll be good.
Yeah, you know what, Pock? I don't feel like using a day's ration. I'll take a good berry.
All right, so I'm down to 7 good berries.
Yay! Good berry.
Ugh,
It's so good.
tastes like health.
Okay,
And health is a wonderful thing.
I take the time to re-prepare my spells for the day's trip.
Not a problem. All right. Everything's going. You head out there, and the moment you leave the inn, there's Steve sitting there. And he
I'm
does
so
not look
proud of you,
happy.
Steve.
He does not look happy.
Hi, Steve. How are you doing?
I've been here since Wait. Yeah. Since 260.
We said 620, my man.
That's not what this says, and he's holding it upside down.
Turn the paper around, my dude.
Oh, Steven.
He turns it around to the part that doesn't have ink on it.
No, I flipped the paper for him and put it back
Buddy,
in his hand the right
no,
way.
no. You
Well,
almost have it.
that says 620, which is almost what time it is now. Where you been?
We were preparing for our marvelous journey to cleanse your water.
Oh, you know what happened, Steve? We read the paper upside down, and you read it right.
Well,
That's why we're so late. I'm so sorry that happened, but
you should be more considerate of folk.
Is the more intelligent guard showing up? Do we see him?
He's probably off closer to the gate, heading towards the
Okay.
mine. You don't see him there though.
Let's go ahead. Let's head out then.
Can you go
Towards
ahead and
the
show
mine.
us the way to the mine? The same mine that you searched previously.
There's only one. Of course,
I-
I'll show you. Made me
Just
wait out
making
here
sure.
for 5 hours. Just gonna, he's somewhat sleep deprived, and he's just kind of grumpy. He just starts mumbling to himself nonsensically.
Wait, isn't 260 just 3?
Yep.
I didn't think about that.
Oh, that's great.
So on the way there, at least I don't know what
I
happened.
just want to
but
point out, 260 upside down would, or rather 620 upside down would be closer to like 290.
Yeah,
Yeah,
290.
I know.
So
Whatever. He's a
Hold on one
smart
sec, guys. Hello, Gina.
It is far too early for all this.
You should have had a good berry, dude. They taste like garbage, but at least I'm not hungry.
I can do without.
So the mask's blue today. Kind of doesn't match your outfit, but whatever.
Hmm?
I said
This is the mask I wear to sleep.
yeah. Well, your blue mask doesn't match your outfit at all.
My masks are meant to match the outfit.
Okay, I'm back. I have about 15 minutes, and I have.
We can call it here since
Yeah,
Jake
that's
didn't
fine.
show
Yeah,
up. And...
That's fine. Sorry.
No,
That's okay.
don't worry
I
about
don't
it.
think it's really your
Like,
fault. You're good.
You're fine.
if
Just
anything,
30
I'm
minutes
just
waiting
upset
on
at Jake for not showing up.
If he does still want to, that's fine. You guys can decide that. Tell him to be at second level.
Banned.
And instead of the intro we're gonna have, where you guys are going, he's gonna be a prisoner.
Oh,
Oh, sweet.
Sweet. Can I kill him? Oh wait, no.
That is up to
I'll
your
kill him.
god.
No.
That's up to your
I
god,
don't-
right, Davros?
Yeah. I gotta
Okay.
pray about it.
I don't have a god like that. I'll kill him.
Well,
You don't know that, Varys. You could very well have Nerul as your god.
Well, I don't follow him if that's the case.
no, your god knows who you are. I actually have a god picked out for you. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, we did have our talk about that.
Yep.
But it'll be interesting.
Yeah. Anywho, you guys have a good one. I will. I know that David had done a bunch of looking at what days are best for people. Was it Tuesdays? I thought it was Tuesday nights.
Yeah, I think Tuesday was it.
I'm
I-
fine. I'm fine having that be a semi-regular-ish thing, but not every Tuesday.
Okay.
If we could do every other Tuesday, pick whichever week we want to start. If we want to start next week because we'll have Jake back, perhaps that's fine. If that doesn't work until school starts or whatever the rescheduling is, I'm really lax on this. As long as you guys are having fun, I'm happy.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, if we can do Tuesday, if we can do it earlier because I do have to wake up early.
Yeah.
Okay,
No,
yeah.
I'm up every day at 6. So
Yeah. Okay.
I
That'll help me
understand.
out.
I understand that need. I just being a father, I don't have the option.